Imagine a car that weighs less than your refrigerator, but can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour faster than a fighter jet. That's an F1 car for you. But just how much does it weigh, and what's included in the limit? Stay tuned to find out. Have you ever stopped to consider just how much weight matters in the world of motorsport? In Formula One racing, shaving off even a few grams can be the difference between winning and losing. The FIA sets a limit on the weight of each F1 car, and for the 2023 season, that limit is 798 kilograms or 1,759 pounds. But what exactly is included in that weight? And how do the teams manage to design and build a car that's both lightweight and fast? In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at the fascinating world of F1 car weights, so get ready to rev your engines and join us on this exciting journey. The FIA sets a limit on the weight of each F1 car, which includes the car itself, the driver, and any fluids that are necessary for operation, such as fuel and oil. For the 2023 season, that limit is 798 kilograms or 1,759 pounds. But how do the teams manage to design and build a car that's both lightweight and fast? Well, one key factor is the materials that are used. F1 cars are typically made from lightweight materials, such as carbon fiber, which is both strong and lightweight. But even with these materials, every gram counts. That's why teams use sophisticated techniques, such as computer modeling and wind tunnel testing, to optimize the design of their cars and find ways to reduce weight without sacrificing performance. Aerodynamics also plays a major role in the design of F1 cars, as reducing drag can significantly improve performance. Teams use wind tunnel testing and computational fluid dynamics simulations to optimize the shape of their cars and find ways to reduce air resistance. This can include features such as aerodynamic wings, diffusers, and other components designed to direct airflow around the car and reduce turbulence. Another factor that affects F1 car weight is the power unit, which includes the engine, energy recovery system, and transmission. The FIA sets a limit on the weight of the power unit, which for the 2023 season is 798 kilograms or 1,759 pounds. This means that teams must find a way to balance the weight of the power unit with the weight of the car itself, while still delivering the high levels of performance and reliability that are required in F1 racing. One area where teams can make significant weight savings is in the design of the wheels and tires. F1 tires are typically designed to be as lightweight as possible, while still providing the necessary grip and durability for racing. Teams may also use magnesium wheels, which are lighter than traditional aluminum wheels. But there's more to it than just the weight of the car itself. The driver's weight also plays a crucial role, as every extra kilogram adds to the overall weight of the car. That's why some teams have resorted to extreme measures such as putting their drivers on strict diets and even choosing lighter drivers to gain a competitive advantage. Teams must also consider the weight distribution of the car, as this can affect its handling and performance on the track. A well-balanced car can provide better grip and stability in corners, while an unbalanced car can be more difficult to control. So, what happens if a team's car is found to be underweight? Well, that can result in penalties, such as disqualification or a loss of points. But, on the flip side, what if a team manages to build a car that's significantly lighter than the competition? Could that give them an edge on the track? It's possible, but teams must balance the weight of the car with other factors such as aerodynamics, handling, and reliability. The weight of an F1 car is not just a number to be achieved, but a carefully calculated balance between performance, safety, and compliance with regulations. In addition to the weight of the car itself, teams also have to take into account the weight of the driver and the necessary fluids for operation, such as fuel and oil. The weight limit for the car and driver combination in the 2023 F1 season is expected to be 798 kilograms or 1,759 pounds. However, teams must also consider the weight distribution of the car, as well as the maximum weight limit for individual components, such as the power unit, gearbox, and brakes. The FIA also imposes a minimum weight for the power unit, which includes the engine, energy recovery system, and transmission. For the 2023 season, the minimum weight limit for the power unit is 798 kilograms or 1,759 pounds. This is to ensure that teams do not sacrifice durability or safety in pursuit of weight savings. One interesting aspect of the weight limit is the effect it has on the selection of drivers. Lighter drivers have an advantage as they add less weight to the overall car and can allow teams to add more ballast to optimize the weight distribution. As a result, some teams have been known to favor lighter drivers, which can create controversy when it comes to driver selection. To ensure compliance with the weight limit, FIA officials weigh each car and driver combination before and after each race. Any car found to be underweight is subject to penalties such as disqualification or a loss of points. However, there have been instances where teams have been accused of using clever techniques to circumvent the weight limit, such as adding ballast to the fuel tank or hiding lead weights in the car's frame. Another important aspect to consider when discussing the weight of F1 cars is the impact it has on the overall speed and handling of the car. With each kilogram of weight added to the car, there is a noticeable decrease in acceleration and handling. Therefore, F1 teams strive to create the lightest car possible without compromising on other important aspects. One technique used by teams to reduce the weight of their cars is to use lightweight materials such as carbon fiber, titanium, and aluminum. Carbon fiber is particularly popular due to its high strength-to-weight ratio and ability to withstand high-stress loads. Many F1 teams use carbon fiber for their chassis, bodywork, and other components to keep the weight of the car as low as possible. Another factor that impacts the weight of an F1 car is the introduction of new technologies. In recent years, F1 has seen a significant increase in the use of hybrid power units and energy recovery systems. While these systems are critical to achieving optimal performance on the track, they also add additional weight to the car. As a result, teams must carefully balance the weight of these systems with the overall weight of the car. The weight of an F1 car also impacts the amount of fuel required for each race. With a heavier car, more fuel is required to achieve the same performance as a lighter car. Therefore, teams must carefully calculate the amount of fuel required for each race based on the weight of the car and expected performance. In addition to the weight of the car, the weight of the driver is also a critical factor in F1. While the FIA does not impose a specific weight limit for drivers, there is significant pressure for drivers to maintain a low body weight. This is because a lighter driver allows for more flexibility in the design and setup of the car, which can result in better performance on the track. The weight of an F1 car is a crucial factor in achieving optimal performance on the track. Teams must carefully balance weight with other factors such as aerodynamics, durability, and safety in order to create a winning car. The weight limit for the car and driver combination in the 2023 F1 season is expected to be carefully monitored by the FIA, with penalties in place for any team found to be in violation. The weight of an F1 car not only affects the car's speed and handling, but also impacts the amount of fuel required for each race. Additionally, the weight of the driver is also an important factor to consider, as a lighter driver can provide more flexibility in the design and setup of the car. As F1 teams continue to push the boundaries of performance and technology, the weight of the car will likely remain an important factor for years to come. With each season, we can expect to see new techniques and technologies developed to reduce the weight of F1 cars, while maintaining compliance with regulations and ensuring optimal performance on the track.